Hi everyone, it's Bank Holiday Monday, Easter 2014. I'll show you what I've been up to this weekend. So last time I did a video, the polytunnel was just up and I did a little tour of inside and how it had all been put together. So what I've done since then is just planted up this bed, got some honesty in it, can't remember what that's called at the other end. And then I've got my canes ready. I don't know if I'm going to do butter beans or something up there. So I've just moved one of my trees. This is the pear tree. They're in pots. I'm not sure whether I'll bury those pots or I'm just going to see if I like it there for starters. Anyway, into the tunnel. So I've got my quad grows in and some canes. I'm perhaps going to do something different with the canes and put a long horizontal cane as well, but for the minute that's fine. So we've got cucumbers and aubergines. If anyone's watching overseas, I think you might call those eggplants. And then some peppers, sweet peppers and chili peppers along this side. And I'm really pleased with it. Even in just this this couple of days, the temperature's quite high in there, and I much prefer to just have the path down the middle rather than at the end as well. So I'm pleased with that. So some of you, I'm sure, will remember that I won a competition on Facebook last year from First Tunnels. It was £250, and you know, unfortunately I couldn't put money towards it to have a polytunnel. Not when you can pick them up for sort of 60 quid. I couldn't warrant putting hundreds towards it to get a sort of professional one. So I asked them what I could have with the money, and they said a fruit cage, which I never imagined would be this big. Anyway, it's fab. We've just got the uprights in at the minute and some of the strengthening bars, and it did take an awful long time yesterday, mainly because the ground is on such a slope. So to get the footing, I don't know what the proper terms are for any of these things, but the sort of the ones that are deep down in the ground took quite a lot of work, and it's quite interesting to see just what kind of soil we've got here. So we've probably got about 6 or 8 inches of soil, and then it is just clay. And I suppose we should be grateful that we've at least got the 6 or 8 inches, but it does prove that what we're doing with raised beds is probably the best thing for growing. So it's made up of 3 bays long by 2 wide. Each bay is 1.9 metres, so it's sort of 6 metres by 4 metres. What my plan is, now I've realised how bloody huge it is at this end I will have my fruit, I think, and then I'll perhaps put a couple of raised beds here, and then any of the crops like cabbages, like lettuces, you know, the things that birds like to eat. I suppose they might not be the best crops, but anyway, the best things that to put in here. Actually, any suggestions of what you'd put in a vegetable cage would be very well appreciated. It's probably not the birds for things like cabbages, is it? It'll be the caterpillars. Sorry, I'm having a foggy moment, so I can't think particularly well. So what we've got to do next is put the uprights on across for the strength, and then it's going to get rotavated so that it'll loosen this soil, and then we'll have to take some from up this corner down to this corner, so you can see the difference. That, I don't know if you can see the peg is right down at the bottom of there, the ground peg, and then at this end, the opposite corner, it's probably, I don't know what that is, 6 inches. So that's the soil that we're going to have to move to make it work. But I'm sure, well actually I'm positive that it will work really well, particularly as I didn't pay anything for it. The cow's head back on, but I will take Brendan's advice and probably screw that on when I've got the right equipment. So radishes and my Manchester carrots are just coming through. Peas are flowering. These are ones that I put in at the end of last year. Beautiful flowers. Broad beans, I've left these in their pots too long, so I think I'll lose them. See what happens. I'm trying to warm this bed up a little bit. I've filled it up with compost and some chicken manure because I want this bed to be for my squashes this year. Yeah, got nice and warm. Cauliflower well and truly eaten. Spinach still going well. Some beautiful tulips here, this one in particular. So gorgeous. So it's been a really nice weekend and the wind is just starting to get up now, so I suspect we're going to have a shower soon. This is my trial for this year. This is tobacco plants, Golden Virginia. So I planted them earlier on in the year and I've just got them covered at the moment. Apparently they're supposed to survive and grow very well in the English summer. So we'll just see how it goes on. I think the sort of faff is drying it and using it, but as I don't smoke, that won't be my problem. That'll be Harvey's problem. I just want to do something to get him interested in gardening, and as he's very interested in smoking, this was my idea. So if any of you have done the curing process before, I'd be really interested to hear.